Are you thinking about buying an investment property at the beach and have no idea where to start? My name is Meghan Martinez with Beach Collective team at Compass 30A, and I'm going to cover the 7 things to consider when buying an investment property on 30A. The first question I get a lot is it possible to cash flow on an investment property on 30A? Well, first, let's quickly define cash flow. Positive cash flow property is an investment property where the annual rent exceeds the total annual expenses after deductions and depreciation. I recommend that you reach out to your accountant to discuss the tax deductions and depreciation strategy based on your circumstances. But to answer the original question, is it possible to cash flow on an investment property on 30A? The answer is it's difficult, but not impossible. And it depends on so many factors: location, price, financing strategy. The majority of my 30A clients are looking for what I call a lifestyle investment. What is a lifestyle investment? It's a home or condo that you plan to use yourself, but also rent to vacation guests when you're not using it to help offset and cover expenses. It's somewhere that you want to go and spend time with your family and friends. You want certain amenities, and you might even use it as a perk for your business and employees. It's just not about the numbers. So when I'm helping my clients evaluate the revenue expenses, we also factor in the value of using the home several weeks a year and the money saved on renting a different home, as well as the tax benefits and future appreciation. Whenever I talk to someone who says they are just looking for a true investment, they only care about the numbers, I always like to ask, so you don't need to see it? And 10 times out of 10, people quickly clarify, no, we definitely want to see it. Then that is a lifestyle investment. Because a true investment where cash flow is the only consideration and goal, the only thing you need to see is the balance sheet. So we will walk you through the process and share information regarding rental projections, annual expenses, and help you find a home that meets your financial and lifestyle goals. So let's talk about how we calculate the annual revenue estimates. Since the majority of the homes in our market are vacation rentals, the listing agent will include rental projections, which are estimates prepared by local management companies based on average rental rates for similar properties in the community. Most projections are based on 24 to 30 weeks a year, which personally seems low given that we don't seem to have an off-season anymore on 30A. But I would prefer that the projections be conservative and not unrealistic. And I'm also familiar enough with the typical rental rates for 30A communities that I can tell just by looking at the projections if they're realistic or maybe a little inflated. So if the home is currently on a property management company's rental program, we also can ask for the previous year's actual rents as well as the year to date. Some owners use their home more than others, which can dramatically impact the revenue. In addition to the rental income information, some sellers will also include their annual expenses called cost to own, which will outline their annual utility cost, insurance premium, HOA expenses, taxes, and other maintenance-related expenses like pool service, landscaping, pest control, etc. So with the rental revenue and the expenses, I can put together an annual revenue estimate to see if that particular home meets your investment goals. Are there ways to increase the rental revenue on a property? Yes, there are a few opportunities to increase rental revenue on a property. If a property is outdated, think palm frond fans and old rattan furniture, a refresh of that decor can go a long way to increase rentability. If you've ever been scrolling through and looking for a home to rent for your 30A vacation, you are likely drawn to the pictures of the homes that were light and bright and coastal chic. Another way to increase rental revenue is by adding a golf cart, adding a pool, heating the pool. These are all things that I'm here to help you navigate, and another reason why it's so important to have someone who really knows the 30A market, understand how all of these things work together, and can be your trusted advisor. We take a very hands-on approach and want to be a resource for you throughout this whole process. What is the average property management fee? Management companies on 30A charge an average of 10% to 25%, and Alice Beach charges 40%. and they're all structured a bit differently. So some are more all-inclusive, and some management programs have separate and additional fees for things like linens and deep cleans and pressure washing, etc. So depending on the size, location, and type of property, there might be other options to consider beyond full-service property management. What are the 3 property management options? The full-service property management option is the most popular for the majority of my clients who want everything taken care of and prefer a hands-off approach. Some people who have the time or desire to be a little bit more involved in the process, like what I call the hybrid management model, where the owner takes care of the online bookings and they partner with a local management company who only takes care of the cleaning, maintenance issues, and anything that arrives while the guests are in the home. They charge a slightly reduced rate compared to a full-service management company and are a great option for some people. And the third category is self-management, which is just that. You manage the property yourself, which is probably our least popular option on 30A, but is an option for people who have smaller properties or condos. What is the benefit of buying a home that is currently a vacation rental? Great question. There are a few benefits to buying a home that is already on the vacation rental market, and the most obvious perk is you can purchase the home with rentals already on the books. Additionally, the home will have documented rental history, and so we can see exactly how much it's been making. It will hopefully have reviews, which is an excellent way to see what the rental guests have to say about the home, the location, the condition, and sometimes even the performance of the current management company. Additionally, it can take a few months to ramp up rentals for a home that isn't currently on a rental program, and management companies typically estimate lower revenue for the property's first year to account for that time to get it started. I hope that this has been helpful and informative. These are all things that we are here to help you navigate, and another reason why it's so important to work with someone who really knows the 30A market, understands how all of these things work together, and can be your trusted advisor. The Beach Collective team takes a very hands-on approach, and we want to be a resource for you. So if you're considering investing on 30A, we'd love to learn more about your goals and help you determine the best option for you. Please click the link below, and we look forward to connecting.